Most people don't realize they're trapped because their prison doesn't have walls. It has comfort, it has routine, it has entertainment. And every day, it convinces you that you're fine when deep down you know you're not even close to the person you could be. You wake up, grab your phone, distract yourself, survive the day, go to sleep, and repeat the same loop over and over, thinking you have time. But time is the biggest illusion in the world. You don't have time. You have urgency disguised as patience. You have potential disguised as laziness. You have fear disguised as logic. And the longer you stay in the cycle you're in now, the harder it becomes to escape it. People say they want success, power, discipline, confidence, freedom, but they don't want the price. They don't want the loneliness. They don't want the long nights. They don't want to sacrifice comfort. They don't want to face themselves. But that's the only way out. The system wants you weak because weak men are easy to control. Weak men complain. Strong men change. Weak men scroll. Strong men build. Weak men need validation. Strong men need results. You are not stuck. You are surrounded by people who act like being average is acceptable. Society lowered the bar so much that simply being disciplined makes you look extreme, but you were not born for average. You were born for a life that demands resilience, awareness, and ironclad responsibility. And that responsibility starts with one thing: control. Control of your mind, control of your impulses, control of your habits, control of what you feed your brain. Your mind is the steering wheel of your entire life. If you don't control it, someone else will. The world doesn't want you focused. It wants you distracted. It wants you emotional. It wants you dependent. Because a focused man is dangerous. A disciplined man is unpredictable. A self-controlled man cannot be manipulated. Ask yourself, when was the last time you lived a single day fully aligned with the man you want to become? Not halfway. Not kind of. Fully. Most people never have a single day of true discipline in their entire life. They live in reaction mode. Reacting to messages. Reacting to emotions. Reacting to urges. Reacting to their environment. A man who reacts is a slave. A man who chooses is free. You need to decide what your identity is going to be. Not your goals. Not your dreams. Your identity. Who are you when no one is watching? Who are you when it's hard? Who are you on your worst day? Because that version determines your future, not the one you pretend to be when things are easy. Change comes from identity. Identity comes from habits. Habits come from disciplined action repeated until they become automatic. You don't need motivation. You need momentum. You need pressure. You need expectation. Every time you skip the hard work, you reinforce the identity of a weak man. Every time you do the hard work, even when you don't feel like it, you reinforce the identity of a strong one. You want confidence. Keep the promises you make to yourself. You want discipline. Do what you said you would do long after the feeling has left. You want to escape the matrix. Stop letting comfort seduce you. Comfort is the enemy. It kills ambition before failure ever does. The matrix keeps you tired, entertained, overstimulated, and emotionally unstable. When you're in that state, you don't build. You don't think. You don't plan. You just survive. You need to become the kind of man who wakes up with purpose, who moves with intention, who acts with clarity, who holds himself to a higher standard. The kind of man who doesn't wait for the right moment because he knows the right moment is whenever he decides to begin. You must become the man who is reliable even when life gets chaotic. The man who can endure pressure without breaking. The man who can control his desires, control his emotions, control his tongue, control his habits, and control his destiny. That kind of man is unstoppable. That kind of man is free. That kind of man is rare. And everything in your life changes the moment you decide to become him. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. Right now. This moment can be the turning point. The second your life shifted from autopilot to purpose. The moment you stopped being controlled and started becoming powerful. Greatness doesn't belong to the chosen. It belongs to the disciplined. And discipline is a choice you make every single day. Choose it. Build it. Become it. Stay focused. Stay committed. Stay dangerous.